accountable where you were invested. The mistakes that you made, you have to take accountability for them, ladies. You have to take responsibility to say, I'm doing it wrong. I have done it wrong. Honey, help me. I need your help. If you don't do that and you do what most women do in life, and you guys know I'm not lying, I'm talking to the women, but men, I know y'all can relate to this. A lot of times in life, we as men feel like all of the responsibility can be lied on us. Everything wrong or right. If we getting it wrong, women can say, you ain't paying the bills right. You lazy. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. And they're right when that's the truth. And it's welcome. The truth is welcome when it's pertaining to a man. And we can bash men and deadbeat dads and all type of attributes and titles negatively on men because they rightfully deserve it because he's sorry. You see how a society has made it okay to say bad things about a man, to call a man out on his BS, tell him all the problems that he is bringing to the fold and make him get it right. That's what the world has made the man do. We have to take on that responsibility of getting our shit right because ain't nobody gonna tolerate our shit. As a man got to get it right. And even if we're getting it wrong, we got to correct it fast. It's our responsibility. Nobody's going to excuse that for us. And I don't really want nobody to excuse it for me because when I'm doing something wrong, I believe that God designs mistakes for me to realize that, oh, that's wrong. Somebody can see, oh, he's doing it wrong, and then they can help me get it right. That's what mistakes are for, is to teach us how to get it right. But let me tell y'all something that I've noticed in life. And it ain't just in relationships, because I noticed this first from family members and dealing with females in the family. Do y'all know that we've conditioned our minds to be able to tell a man when he's doing wrong and correct a man when he's not doing it right and tell him what he needs to do better to be a better man? But you know it's not all right to do that with women? Do you know that even as kids, it's easy to be able to talk about your daddy and say your daddy ain't shit. Your daddy is a deadbeat. He left you. He went out on you about dudes even say, man, fuck my daddy, man. My daddy did this, man. My daddy ain't nothing, man. That coward, that dude, you don't even understand. You never took a moment to comprehend what your daddy went through with your mama or what the real deal was. But we just go ahead and run and we know, bash that man. He's a deadbeat. He need to get it right. Okay, cool. But why is it not okay to do it when it comes to the mother? How many mothers we know out here, and let's just be real, y'all. How many mothers we know out here that get pregnant and go to the clinic and abort the baby and kill the baby? How many times? They're having fun in life, having a night of sexual pleasure for themselves and a significant other, and they're not even thinking about the life that they bring involved into the fold and into the world, so much so that a night of fun can cause her to kill a child. And continue to kill them, because a lot of women just have abortions over and over and over. And I'm not trying to women bash. Please understand what I'm saying here. If things happen to where as though you need a divorce or you got raped or divorce was, not a divorce, I meant to say an abortion. And things transpired in your life to where as though you felt like you just needed to have an abortion, like you got raped or something like that. Okay, maybe. But if you are out here just exercising the right to abort children just because it's there, just because somebody invented the system for you to be able to escape the reality of your responsibilities and take care of what you have done to bring forth a child, and we can't even call y'all on that. We can't say, women, stop overly excessively having sex and having babies and aborting babies because y'all are killing a lot of innocent kids. We can't even say that to you because I will look bad. Look how you looking at me now. Everybody that's watching right now, well, what I'm saying, you know it's true. But look how you're looking at me. I'm sorry, but the truth is welcome. And the truth is welcome when you're talking about men, like earlier when I was referring to men. Also, the truth is welcome when you're talking to women. And this is what I've learned in life, that men and women can agree to if you are honest with yourself. We can't tell mothers what they're doing wrong. We don't be able to tell sisters what they're doing wrong. We can't tell significant others, girlfriends and wives what they're doing wrong, because what you guys do is duck the responsibility and accountability. You'll say, no, I didn't do that. And we know you did it. Men, if you're watching, there has been times that you've been home with your girlfriend by yourself and you know you didn't even go in the kitchen at all. And the kitchen eye is on. You go in the kitchen, turn it off and say, honey, did you leave you left the eye on, or did you leave the eye on in the kitchen? She's going to immediately say, no, I didn't. I don't know how it happened. Or she's going to give an excuse because they have been trained to deflect. The majority of them, let me say. You do have some women who know how to take accountability and responsibility for their actions. I'll give y'all that. Some. But I'm telling you, they're like finding a needle in a haystack. And I know for a fact that the majority, 85% of the women that I've dealt in my life in the past, never take accountability or responsibility for their actions in a relationship. Even when you can put your hand on the problem with theirs and say, look, there is the problem that we have with you right here. Let's work on that. They will duck that. You'll be a bad guy for calling them, for pointing out their problems. They're going to reverse it on the male and make us bad for even trying to get better results out of them. So it's not going to work, man. I'm showing you that. But I'm talking to you ladies right now. Be more mindful of your significant other. And if you care about his interests, his concern, his well-being the way that you should, because you love him, that's what you tell him all the time, you have to show him. Us as men, we don't do well with words because we deal off of reason and logic. Women deal off of feelings and emotions. And we got that clear. We know not to get y'all too emotional, and we know to be careful with y'all feelings. We learned that because it's going to retaliate back on us if we don't. But the reasonable and logical things that men tend to do in life, y'all tend to not understand it. And sometimes I get it. We get it. Y'all wasn't designed to understand it. Sometimes we have to act it out, and y'all understand it in the end. But ladies, please know that when you got a man and he loves the ground that you walk on, he's not perfect. Leave room for mistakes. He's not perfect. And stop comparing your lives to other people's lives. Stop comparing your relationships to other people's relationships. But do know this. You know healthy relationships when you're around your friends or other people, family members, and relationships that you see that are successful. You see the work that they're putting in. Ladies, please be real with yourself and know that you're not going to have nothing great in life that is not taking greatness from you to keep it. And if you got something great in life and you're not doing what it takes to keep it, if you're not taking care of it, if you got that diamond and you don't ever clean it and you don't ever, get it nice and right and shine it up and keep it on your finger as a prized possession, you will lose it because you're not keeping it up. It doesn't seem worthy to you. It's not worth anything to you. You don't understand the worth. You don't comprehend the worth of your jewel. And the Bible says, cast not your pearls to swine. That means do not give somebody something that they don't deserve. Do not put a worthy, valuable thing in the hog pen, because the hog is in there with slop. It just don't fit. And so men, that's a parody for you or an example for you. Stop putting your money and your investments and your fancy things into the wrong woman because you casting your pearls to swine. She don't even deserve it. She's using you. Now back to women. Don't cast your pearls to swine either. I'm not telling you to be the strong, courageous, committed woman to the wrong man. I'm telling you how to know when you got the right man in your life and how to recognize that y'all are a unit that could go places together. You got to realize that you got a powerful man, and sometimes all he needs is your encouragement, your inspiration, even sometimes for you to say, honey, I see what you're doing. Congratulations. You're working very hard. Give him compliments for his accomplishments. Please do, because we need it. Right? And I'm not saying we as in me. I'm telling you, lady, you got a man around you who's going very, very hard for you today. And he might be away from you telling his friends, yeah, I go hard, man, and I'm tired, but My wife don't even appreciate it. She don't tell me. And you may even appreciate it, women. But you sometimes don't know how to express yourself to the man and don't know the importance of that. So I know what I'm saying to you guys is going to help y'all, because during these times of the C word pandemic, a lot of people are beefing and bickering and going to bat. Families are going at each other. And if your love can't stand the test of time, and if you're not loyal and over and understanding to your significant other, it's going to fall by the wayside. Marriages are on a decrease and divorces are on an increase. Hell, the man that I just did a video on yesterday, I showed y'all the video. I walked around. I met the guy. He's a landscaper. He just said on camera, he talked to his lawyer, and she said divorces are on an all-time rise. A lot of people are bickering and beefing, and they don't understand how to understand each other, understand, overstand, and put the hard work and dedication into play that it's going to take to make the commitment last. Because where much is given, much is required on the both of you, both parties. So I'm talking to the women. I'm letting y'all know that, yes, we know it's hard for us as men, or for anybody, even you women. Y'all will beef with each other when your girlfriend try to tell you right from wrong, or try to say, girl, and this rarely happen too, you treating that man wrong, you got a good man. See, a lot of women don't know how to do that, but some of these strong women will do that in a very small few cases. Girl, you're going to miss that man. And what happens is, instead of the girlfriend taking and heeding to the advice of the friend, she'll get mad at the friend. You my friend, girl. You taking his side? No, I'm on the side of righteousness. She's on the side of righteousness. She sees where you have something good that you can't even comprehend where it's good. And your friend cares enough about you to say, whoa, 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 if I was you, I would think twice about that. Because what you got, you can go out here thinking it looks good. The grass is green on the other side. But let me tell you something, girl. The water bill is a lot higher over there, too. So it's going to require a lot more over there. Have you thought about that? You got a good man right here. He takes very good care of your grass. Someday your grass can get greener if you would go out and water it, girl. You just need to water it some. Help them. Right? It's hard for women to do that. And y'all know I ain't lying, because the strong ones of you that do it, you get bashed, you get your head ate off, just like how we as men get our head ate off in relationships, or even in life with your parents. When guys try to say, my mama ain't doing me right. And it ain't got to be an older man like me. Young boys need the guidance, the nurturing, the tender loving care and understanding, and all of this. It need to be cultivated by their mother. And don't you know, we as men or little boys cannot grow up and say what is wrong with the problems that we have with our mother. It's like forbidden to call out a woman out on her mistakes. And I don't see why. I think that that's a handicap from all of us. And if we as men don't get that right, and if you women don't take on the responsibility and accountability to get that right, we're doomed. Because it's unfair. It's unfair to men to have to be in a relationship that can always be talked about his negatives. We always can be called on our BS, and that's fine. We're supposed to be. But it makes us better men in most cases. It makes us change and give change behavior and identify the problems. So what women is doing to us is not wrong. They're identifying problems and they're looking for solutions. And when you try to find a problem, the best thing to find is the solution so you can fix it, right? So that's what y'all got down pat with us. Why can't we do it with you? Why can't men say, my mom mistreated me? Why can't little boys say, my mom is mistreating me? She leaves me with her friends and goes to the club all the time, and I really be missing my mom. The little boy will look like a chump. He will be looked at funnily by people because he's talking about his mama. You don't talk about your mama. What goes on in the house stays in the house, man. That's your mama. That's your mama. It's like a shield is being around women that protects them from being able to take accountability and responsibility for their negative actions. Oh boy, but when they're doing something good, oh boy, they want their accolades. They want their flowers while they're living. They want you to congratulate them and inspire and encourage them when they do the least little thing. And we're supposed to, guys. But when are you women going to understand that the energy must be reciprocated back to men? Yes, we are strong. Yes, we are aggressive. Yes, we are alpha males. But we're sensitive too. We need love too. We need understanding too. And I'm going to tell you something. No man, women, is going to go out here and work his fingers to the bone and do everything that you complain about from him and try to correct and do life the way you want him to. Ain't no man gonna do all of that for you, and you ain't doing nothing back for him. And y'all don't have to be strong in the same areas now, because that ain't gonna work. If your man is spending money on you and you got money, you trying to spend the money back, that ain't nothing. Y'all running on a fast wheel going nowhere fast. Stop choosing people that are strong in the same areas that you strong in. You better start choosing people who are equally yoked with you. What makes equally yoked is there are things in your life that you are weak and strong to. When you choose a significant other, your significant other need to be strong in the places where you're weak and vice versa. You need to be strong in the places where they're weak and vice versa. And that's going to make a complete circle. It's going to make strength. It's going to make y'all be able to reciprocate better. Because where you're weak, they're strong, and vice versa. And where they're strong, you're weak, and they're going to strengthen you. And if y'all are taking on the responsibilities and the duties head on like you should, you're going to get it together, because you're going to make it work together. Nothing is going to work itself out. You got to put in that hard work. And when much is given, if you require much from your significant other, then much is going to be required from you. If you want much from your significant other, much is going to be required from you, from your significant other, because we're going to have to keep the ship rolling. We're going to have to keep this thing moving. And so I came this morning to let y'all see, these are some things and pointers that I'm learning from experience in my life. And I'm not letting my hardships and my trials make me bitter. I'm letting it make me better. I'm not letting it make me have a hardened heart towards anybody who may treat me wrong. Let me say this in closing. In my life, I'm a spiritual being. And I know that right now we are at war. And it's a spiritual warfare. And it's a chemical warfare at that. And a lot of times, I know that it's not the people we're dealing with. It's not your significant other. It's not your child that you're complaining about so much. It's not your mama and daddy that you see the problems with so easily, right? It's not them. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's evil spirits in high places and principalities. Look it up. I'm not here to teach you. I'm a student. I'm learning myself. But we're at war with spiritual warfare. And sometimes the person that is giving you negative energy, it's not the person. They're being consumed by negative energy. People like to call it the devil. People let the devil use them. But I don't like to sound cliche. I know what it really is. People allow the negative sides of themselves, their negative energy, to get away with them, right? And I want you guys to know that when you're going through things with your kids, your loved ones, your family, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your significant other, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. When you're going through things and things ain't going right, sometimes it's not the person. They're being consumed by negative energy, by the devil, by a negative spirit that has taken them over. They have allowed the negative spirit to take them over. And sometimes we have to know that we have been taken over by a negative spirit personally. But sometimes me, on the other hand, like I know a lot of times my mama let the devil use her. I know this. Sometimes people like to let the devil use them. That's their natural world. And if you are a righteous being, that's going to conflict with you. So I don't fault my mother. That's why I'm going to close this video with showing y'all that I have discernment. You know, I pray for it a lot. I have intuition. And God has equipped me to foresee things Like foresee is to see it before it happened. Hindsight is always looking back at something that you didn't failed or went through. And I'm saying, I know, and I'm intelligent enough to know that a lot of times my mama let the devil use her. It's not my mother's fault. But my mama got to take accountability for her allowing the devil to use her. And then she got to take accountability for the acts that she displayed after letting the devil use her. It's her fault for letting the devil use her. And it's going to be your fault for letting the devil use you. Just like it's my fault when I let the devil use me. But we all got to understand that sometimes it's not the person that you're dealing with. It's the negative spirit that they have allowed to succumb them, right? So don't be mad at your loved ones. Yes, separate yourself from them if they're allowing negative energies to take them over and it's affecting you. Separate yourself, yes. But don't allow them to turn you into a negative being. Don't allow them to convert you into a hater. If you are a genuine lover and you are experiencing hate from all different angles, do not let that hate drive you to be a hater. You cannot let hate convert your love into hate. If anything, you get on from around all of that hate and you go where the love is and you draw strength from the love. And that where love, you know, conquers all. Love can convert hate. If you love on something long enough, you can make that thing love. But if the thing don't realize that you're loving it and that you're caring for it, if it don't appreciate the things that you're doing for it, it's not going to comprehend that it's a good thing for them. So you're going to be wasting your energy. And all I'm saying to you guys is, the moral of this story is, in the beginning, you have to date on your level. You have to choose mates that are equally yoked. And sometimes we run out here and choose the first thing that arouses us. The first thing that gets a man, that makes a man's nature rise, he runs after it. The first thing that makes a woman feel tingly and good inside because he spent a few dollars, or he took you on a date, or he bought you a gift. All of these are material gatherings that we gather along the way, even finances. But these are the things that we indirectly let influence us to be in people's lives, or let people use these things to influence us to be in their lives, when we're just all being lied to and games are being played. But I'm here to let y'all know I'm cutting out all the games in my own life. And I'm going to show you guys how to cut the games out in your life. And the way that we're going to cut these games out is by living out our truth and being factual with the things that we experience and experiment with in our life, be it right or wrong. Because even when we do things wrong and make mistakes, if we would learn the lesson in it and get it right, then we can teach somebody or tell somebody else something good about our mistakes and our mishaps. That's how we can right the wrongs when you get the lesson. See, experience is the best teacher, because when you do it wrong, God designed it for you to get it right. But if you never get it right, you're going to keep going through the same things, the same mistakes, the same mishaps in your life. And your life is going to be straight turmoil, all because you're not getting it right and you're not learning. And that's okay. It takes some longer than others. It takes some longer than others to learn. But a wise man told me, said, wise people learn from other people's mistakes. Average people got to make all the mistakes to learn. And a fool never learns. Which one are you? I consider myself to be wise because I'm going to learn from other people's mistakes, mishaps, successes, and everything. I'm going to look at the world because I know that the number one observation is the key to nature. Everything in nature observes. It's not nosy. It's observation. And when you are observant, the Bible tells you to watch as well as pray. When you pray and pray for things, then you look up and you watch. When you pray for your significant other to get right, Lord, please change him. I want him to stop talking to me the way that he talks to me. I want him to stop being so disrespectful, God. I just want you to straighten him out. I want him to have a better, hard-working spirit to be able to be by my side and help me. If he would just give me a little more push, God, we can make it. I believe in my union with him, God. Please strengthen me so I can be better. After you say these prayers, ladies, then you look up and you see in life whether your whether your prayers are being answered. Whether God is moving in your life in the way that you're being wholeheartedly speaking to him. So yes, watch as well as pray. Now, everything in nature observes, including the grass, the trees, the sun, molecules, everything. Observation is the key to nature. Don't you let nobody tell you you're too nosy. You be attentive to life. Because attention is the highest thing that you can pay to something in this world. That's why we advertise and market things to you guys. Because if I can get you to pay attention, then if I can get you to focus in your attention over here, then you'll spend your money. You'll pay. That's why they say pay attention. All right? So, I know sometimes when I'm talking, it seems like I'm all over the place. I'm not. You got to comprehend the message. You got to get the instructions, the advice, the knowledge, the wisdom that I'm putting down. You got to pick it up. I can't comprehend it for you. I can bring a horse to the water, but I can't make it drink. I can bring my companions and my cashiers some intellectual information and some knowledge, but I can't make them apply it. But I'm here all day long for you guys. Ask me any questions in the comment section. I'm not a bull with my ears cut short. I'm not some celebrity or another acting like I'm better than you guys. I'm not rich and acting like I got it all figured out. I'm here trying to accumulate some kindred spirits, some people that can understand me and me understand them, and vice versa. And we can get together and figure out the problems of life, solve the problems of life together. And that's why I call you guys my kindred spirits, because we're not going to stop until we get it done. And sometimes I know I got kindred spirits all over the world who don't even know me. So reach out. If you feel connected by my videos, or anything that you hear or see from me, don't hesitate to reach out to me, because I'm receptive to all positive, inspiring, influential energy. I'm all for it. I'm here. All right. So reach out to me. Let's build a greater world, because united we stand, divided we'll fall. And if you keep tearing down every good thing that comes in your life, you're not going to have a good life, and you're going to be by yourself. But me, on the other hand, I'm welcoming all of my kindred spirits, male or female. You see, the guy who got me here, Mr. Mello, is a male. I told the man on camera yesterday, I love him, because I do. All right? And I want you guys to know that what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. The world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. I don't really even know that song, but it was on my heart, and the words to it is real. I'm going to say it one more time before I get up out of here. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. The world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. Right now, in this world, with the C-word pandemic and everything that's going on, all the bickering in families, separating, social distancing, all of the problems, the issues, the scare, the fear mongering, and everything that's going on, you guys can agree with this. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Because at the end of the day, we know that love conquers all. And love tames the wild beasts. If we know this, and we know that right now in our lives, there's very little love in this world, then why not we just be the change that we wish to see? Stop looking for someone to spend change in your life to help change your life, and you be the change that you wish to see. Have change behavior for your loved ones, for your kids, for your family. If you're leaving your kids places and you know you shouldn't be doing that because you've been doing it long enough now, have change behavior and go back and get your kids. Right your wrongs. Take accountability and responsibility for the things that you're doing wrong in life, and your life will become better to you. Your world will become better for you because you're being the change that you wish to see. And if you can't get that right, you pray and you ask God, the serenity prayer. You say, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, and let bygones be bygones with the things that you can't change. And don't harden not your heart towards the things that you can't change. But just keep yourself separated from the things that you can't change. And if you love it, you feed it with a long-handled spoon. Now, on that note, I hope this video right here, with me giving y'all knowledge and wisdom that I've learned through experience. And no, I'm not a scholar. I'm not a philosopher. I'm not the best person to receive advice from. But I know that I go through things in life, and I experiment with experiences of life, and I learn. And as I learn, I want to share. All right. Once again, I am the homie No Cash, and I'm signing off with a big tenfold. Over and out. Peace and love. Y'all stay well and be blessed. And remember, be observant. Observation is the key to nature. Watch as well as pray. And know that this too shall pass, no matter whatever you're going through. And when you're praying for things and wishing and hoping things get better, and you praying hard, you open your eyes up and know that faith without works is dead. You got to work hard for the things that you're praying for. When you get up out of that prayer, I want you guys to have changed behavior towards the things that you're praying for. You have to change your mind first. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You change your thoughts, then your words will change. Your words will determine your actions. Your actions will determine your character. Your character will determine your destiny. And you will land your own self in a great place of security, serenity, and peace if you just govern your own thoughts and be careful what you are influenced by. Be careful what you let dictate your mind and control your narratives, the information, the knowledge, the people that are talking to you, the books that you're reading, the TV shows that you're watching, the music you entertain. Everything is influencing our lives indirectly, and we have to know that at the root of that thing, we are the problem, we are the cause, because we entertain it. Take accountability and responsibility for your actions and do what you need to do for your family and your loved ones. Be the change that you wish to see. Once again, I'm the homie No Cash signing off with a big tenfold. Over and out. Peace and love. Y'all stay well and be blessed. And remember, this too shall pass.